What's up, everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, coming at you with another video. Thanks for taking time out to check it out. I really appreciate it. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel and give this video a liking if you haven't already, because I'd appreciate that as well. I am the most compelling motherfucker on YouTube, the king of all game-related media, the pony leg breaker extraordinaire, master of disaster, albino rhino, and many other things. So, I wanted to talk about something that's pretty interesting. Look, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a gamer, we just have to realize that gaming is changing. You know, I realized that the Quantum Break the Steam thing, a lot of the Sony fanboys were like, you have no exclusives, they're going to Steam. And now we see, according to this article, which I'll link, that PlayStation Now is going to possibly be heading towards PC. According to the information, the announcement is scheduled for August 23rd with a launch date in Belgium, the Netherlands, and the UK in the first place, while the United States and Canada should be able to enjoy a week later. Availability dates for France or Japan aren't known, but it is already acquired that it takes at least a PC running Windows 7 and an internet connection at 5 megabytes or more, and a compatibility controller, preferably a DualShock 4, to enjoy over 300 games from Sony. The interesting thing is, it looks like they might start including PS4 games in this as well, which would basically render the PS4 pointless, according to a lot of people that say that the Xbox One is pointless and there's no reason to own one. I mean, if you can stream PS4 games, that's pretty telling in and of itself. And I really think that, you know, it looks like Sony might actually launch PlayStation Now on Windows. And this is again another source as well. It says, according to a rumor reported by Gaming Bolt, which was first found on the French website Game Cult, PlayStation Now will come to Windows. PlayStation Now lets users stream games over the internet from PlayStation 3's catalog, titles like Uncharted and many more available, and Sony has promised to add more games to the service, to expect even more games in the future, and eventually even PlayStation 4 games. The website went into specifics too. Apparently the service will be announced on August 23rd for a European release and launch in the United States and Canada a week later. The service will work with Windows 10, but it will also support older OSs like Windows 7 and 8.1, and it looks like we're actually fairly close into figuring out if this is legit or not. Look, gaming is changing, people. Microsoft has two giant platforms. They have Windows and they have Xbox, and they have so many other things. Microsoft really is a company that's focused on the future with cloud and all that stuff, operating system. They've really set themselves up well for the future. Sony, on the other hand, they've basically gotten rid of the whole kitchen sink. They've thrown everything out the door. They have nothing left. The only thing that they have is PlayStation. And PlayStation just on a home console, that's not really going to be enough to cut it long term. You need to think about other things. And so obviously putting their games on, smart TVs, on Windows to stream or whatever, if they have a service, those are that's PlayStation as well. Just because you might be able to play Uncharted 4 and stream it on your Windows 10 device or computer or whatever, doesn't mean that it's still not a PlayStation exclusive. Just like I consider No Man's Sky a PlayStation 4 exclusive, Street Fighter 5 a PlayStation exclusive, just like I say Rise Son of Rome is an Xbox exclusive, and Dead Rising 3 is an Xbox exclusive, because that stuff never meant, that it's not really in competition. If the companies don't see PC as competition, then why do we? Like I said, gaming is changing. These companies need to make money. These things are really expensive to create. The landscape is constantly moving and things like that, so it makes sense to me. It'll be interesting to see some egg on some faces. That's why I'm interested in this, because if this does happen, then oh boy, you're gonna see a lot of probably upset Sony ponies. Either that or they'll just go in hiding. Usually when they get busted on something, or they get something turned around on them, that's what they do. They go run and hide, so that's what I would kind of expect. I wouldn't. But, really, according to the Xbox, the PlayStation haters that hate Xbox and things like that, what would be the reason to own a PS4 if you could play all the games on PC or stream them all on PC or a TV or something? Would there actually be a reason to own one? I don't know. You ponies said there was no reason to own an Xbox because you can play them all on PC. See? It's funny, isn't it? See how that works? Or you can all think like how I originally thought and have been thinking for years. Gamers that game on console are going to buy consoles and buy games on consoles. Gamers that game on PC are going to buy and play on PC. Sometimes they'll do both, but for the most part, 99% of the games that console owners play are multiplats, right? And 98% of those multiplats are on PC, yet we still buy and play them on consoles. Why? Because we're console gamers, folks. Yes, that's right. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. Sound off, comment, rate, subscribe, rack that shit up. Crapgamer out.